What's up guys, I'm Justine. I'm the J in KJ Finds. This is my first video on this channel, so bear with me. I figured that I'd share what we sold for the month of July. It was actually a pretty good month, and it was the first month that we sold a lot of things. In total, Kuvin and I sold 20 items in total. So I have it all listed here and the prices and everything. So I'm just gonna go down the line and let you guys know what sold. The first item that sold was this Nike dry fit shirt, plus shipping. It sold for $24.09. So the next item is a Jellycat plush, Bessie the chicken. So it sold for $50 plus shipping, and we only got this item at Goodwill for $4.19. So that was a pretty good profit right there. And heads up, that brand, that certain plush brand, is pretty popular and does well on eBay. That's the third Jellycat that we sold online. The next item is a Hard Rock Cafe New Orleans drumstick. It was new, still wrapped and everything. It sold for $27.87, and we only purchased it for about $7 at Goodwill. Oh, and again, most of these items were purchased from Goodwill. If not, then I'll let you know where we got it from. The next item are these Clark sandals. They were actually my mom's, so it was a personal item. She didn't want it anymore. So I put it up for $20, and someone purchased it for $32.60. That's including shipping. Next are these Nike bike shorts that someone purchased for $33.09. The next item went all the way to Japan, surprisingly. It was this vintage Columbia hat that we found at Goodwill. And we only found it for $6.50, and it sold for $25.45 to someone in Japan. So hopefully, I know that person's not watching this video, but hopefully you enjoy that hat. Came all the way from California. The next item is this Pepsi Cola thermometer. Honestly, I wanted to keep it for ourselves, but then I was like, let's put it up, and it sells kind of a thing. So that thermometer sold for $31.80, and we purchased it for $7. Next is a popular brand that's hard to find at the stores, but now I'm seeing a lot of it, and I feel like it's kind of dying down. But Carhartt, they're like it's a popular workers brand or something like that. But yeah, we sold. It was new with tags. We got it at Goodwill. It was $14.99. And we sold it for $45.60. Another popular brand that does well for us is Tommy Bahama. So yeah, when I say popular brand, you guys should take notes. Those are some Bolo brands that you can look out for. And Bolo, B-O-L-O, stands for be on the lookout. Those are some tips. So the next item is this Tommy Bahama button-up. We purchased it for $6.99 at Goodwill and sold it for $38.55. That's including shipping. Next are some shoes. It was a pair of personal shoes that I didn't want anymore, so I put it up online, used. It's these Nike free running shoes. I put it up for $20, and then it sold for $33.13. That's including shipping. And then another Nike pair of shoes sold. It's Nike Oasis sandals, and it sold for $38.55. After reselling for a while, I noticed that a lot of golf things do well. So golf clubs, golf clothing items, golf hats, golf balls, anything related to golf pretty much does well. So I wanted to keep it. I don't golf, but I just wanted to keep it because it was cool. But it was this Pebble Beach golf balls, and it had different, like on the golf balls it had different locations on them. So I guess they were different golf courses. But yeah, we only purchased it for $4.19, and it sold for $40.08. That's including shipping to someone all the way in France. And then another Pebble Beach thing that sold was a golf hat. We bought it for $4.19, and it sold for $40.08. So be on the lookout for Pebble Beach or any golf items. We sold another pair of shoes. This time it's New Balance running shoes, and it sold for $40.24. And then this item here Kuvin really wanted it and wanted to see if it will sell, and it looked old. It said 1984, and we checked comps before buying it, and there's nothing on eBay or anywhere, but we kind of just bought it on a whim. So it was this 1984 original gyro jump rope, basically. So it's basically an old jump rope from the 80s, and there's no listings and whatnot, so I just put it up on eBay for 20 bucks. And someone bought it for $33.87. That's including shipping, and we only purchased it for $4. So that did pretty well. So another thing, I guess it's a hit or miss, is even though there may not be any comps or anything on eBay or anywhere of a certain item, if it's vintage or looks old, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that would want it. Sold another Nike shirt. This time it was a golf shirt, golf polo top. Purchased this at Ross for $9.99. It sold for $43.79 on eBay. So like I mentioned before, any golf related items, you guys should be on the lookout. Next thing that sold was a Mountain Dew hat. It sold for $18.69. And then we sold a pair of Tiva slides for $46.90, which we purchased only for $10 at Burlington. And then we're coming down to the last two items here that sold. So we sold an Eddie Bauer travel bag. I honestly wanted to keep it for myself, but then I was like, if it sells kind of thing. And I was like, I don't need any more bags. So luckily it did sell, and it sold for $24.96. And lastly, the last item that sold for the month of July was this Columbia hunting shirt. We listed it for 30 bucks, and then it sold for $40.87. That's including shipping, and we only purchased it for $9.99. So those are all the items that sold for the month of July. An estimated value for all these items is $728.39. I've been reselling since 2020 and been slowly like picking it up more and more. It's a pretty fun side hustle, and I mean, it's cool finding, vintage things or items that people no longer want, and you're searching it up and stuff, and you never know how much they're worth, and you can get a profit out of that. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just list it in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll continue to do more videos like this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. All right, peace for now.